Hey guys, welcome back to another Creators Q&A. I'm Sean, the lead designer.
James.
Yes. Okay, let's get started. So personally, I use Pocket Driver quite a lot. Just built a nursery with it, so that was fun. The loadout that I use is this guy. So I've got like all my bits, the extender if I need it, and then I've gone for the black steel. But that is my favorite. How about you?
It's good. That's good. I do like Pocket Driver. But my personal favorite is in this leather case, the multi drives, but it's actually the Stubster. So the Stubster is full stainless steel. Weird.
That is a good choice.
That little guy. That is just a really great tool that I use on a daily basis.
What makes that better than a normal knife, do you think?
It just feels there. It just feels great. I've always had this problem with normal, conventional scalpel type craft knives. They're just, you use it for any length of time, and they always dig into your hand. It was horrible. I've been through so many different types of knives. So when we were designing this, it was really keen that we designed something that actually felt nice, and it's all in this, the part that comes out of the end there. It's all been turned and polished, so it's really nice and smooth. So you can get your finger right over the top of the blade as well on these. That was all just mainly just for my own benefit, really, just to enjoy a nice knife that doesn't feel horrendous when you're using it. For model making specifically and that kind of thing, because that's scalpels originally made to like working on humans. So the fact we co-opted them into model making, it was always a bit of a side up. And we've designed medical equipment in the past, and the brief for those kind of things very different for like actual stuff for model makers. So it makes something that's very specific model making and scalpel based. That does it for me. And then actually the Stubster one is just great. I didn't think it would be. I thought that originally it was obviously supposed to be in the longer form handle, which I also had, but using the smaller one just on a little desk or something like that, and just the way it fits in my hand specifically is just. I've gone on for too long about this stuff.
No, you haven't. He genuinely does use it like daily.
Yeah, I love that. I love that little thing. Yes, but the knife attachment gets the most use. But I do use the scribe attachment as well for getting inside the 3D prints and pulling apart like 3D print stuck like support structures around threads and stuff. That's really helpful.
Oh, yeah, because you can get between the helix. Yeah.
That's good. And then probably the third most used thing is the file as a file handle, because I've got a bunch of files in here as well that I just plug in and out. Yeah, there you go.
To be fair, I think the cube. You think the stuff today is
good.
Yeah.
It's just tucked on the store out of the way. It's like a little side add-on piece to the main line.
Yeah.
But that little guy,
I think you're right.
He should have a bigger say in the world.
Yeah. I was going to say the cube because that was our very first one, and it didn't get the like big push that we do nowadays. Just kind of always been there, but it has been picked up. But I think you're right. That little guy, he's pretty great.
You're not going to get one of those and be sad. Let's be honest.
True.
It is just turning into a one long sales pitch.
The passion.
Cubes are also. You got to love a cube.
There he is. There he is. We've just upgraded this, by the way. Mark IV Cube
Coming soon.
Coming soon. Maybe.
The fidget toys are loose now.
Metal in motion.
Not well known, that.
No. We just know it as MetMo, the MetMo guys.
Yeah.
But really, it's kind of all came from the cube, wasn't it?
This unfinished cube just made it back its way onto the screen. Yeah, it was. We were just trying to do something fun, really, weren't we?
Yeah.
Just so we loved these like little engineering curiosities. And the first one was this cube.
And the metal is in motion.
Yeah.
It's pretty literal.
It was a logical next step. Let's do metal in motion, and that's kind of what we're stuck with the whole time is metal that moves.
It's pretty cool to what we do,
and it's good fun.
Yeah,
we are men of metal.
It's true.
We love working with it, and it's just
does this.
It does this. You just watch it all day.
So there we go. Metal in motion.
Yeah. It's not as good as Stubster though, just throwing it. Just got to keep picturing that.
Yeah. Oh,
Where's that knife go?
the copycats. Well, on one hand, it is kind of like we have done something worth copying. On the other hand, please stop copying us.
Yeah, do something original.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. I don't mind the copycats so much. It's when they go and steal all of our images.
Yeah.
My hands.
These
your hands. That's when it's annoying.
These are my hands.
You're not just stealing our things; it's stealing our hands as well.
Yeah.
That's
especially with fractal wise, the amount of image plagiarized images is pretty insane.
Yeah, that one's been pretty strong. Pretty strong. I mean, yeah, it's a double-edged sword because you got one hand that is you have this constant hassle of people stealing your stuff, and on the other side, it does push you to then come up with the next thing that's gonna be better than the last.
Yeah,
because everything you do is just going to be copied, so you might as well
just got to outpace.
Yeah, you've got to be one step ahead. So that's kind of how we kind of live, is trying to think two steps ahead all the way.
Yeah, I think at the moment we're
5 steps ahead.
Just you wait.
Metal steps 5.
Metal steps ahead. I know exactly what I'd redesign, and you know as well. The grip.
Oh, the grip.
The grip.
Where'd he go?
Hang on.
All draw.
Hang on. There he is. One of our trusty development grips. Yeah, so this guy was designed 4, maybe 5 years ago.
Could be 5 years.
Could be 5 years ago.
So 2021.
I would think. And we're 26. Oof, yeah, 5 years. So we've come a long way since then. We stuck quite closely to the original with this design. And it did inherit some of the original problems. So with the bent shaft here, it does create a tolerance variance in this section, which then has to be precision shimmed to make it work perfectly. And that's not ideal.
The hours,
the hours
that we have spent working on these
to get them working perfectly. This one's in the drawer because it doesn't.
Yeah.
So this would never make it to you guys. But the hours we've spent fixing these. So I'd probably go back and redo that one. How about you?
Yeah, that's a good call. That's hard to beat that one.
Yeah. It still looks cool then. Yeah, it's hard to, if you get rid of the bent bar, it gives it a bit of charm really. I don't know how you get
the imperfection of the whole
imperfection.
Precision U-bending is
precision U-bending.
They've quite mastered yet, I don't think.
Not really, no.
At least if they have, we haven't got access to it.
So maybe we could do what we did for the cube and revisit.
Yeah, I mean, we maybe the original problem fellow was the cube, wasn't it? The very first batch of cubes we made, it's not all been successes. That was a real. Probably took us 6 months of messing around, working on those.
The original first batch of cubes, we spent literally weeks just machining metal, removing polishing the surfaces, getting the pins working. It took us a long time to get that right.
Dude.
Yeah, those early products.
Yeah,
they got started. They were great, but they were hard work.
Yeah, and that's been through. Yeah, let's say this is going into the 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Mark 4 on those now, isn't it? So
yeah,
it's up to the same standard as all the new MetMo things with everything we've learned.
It's not to say that this isn't a bad product when we send it out, though. I just want to stress that we do make it really good because we actually build it.
Yes, yeah. It's more of just a case of the amount of time it takes us to make one compared to these ones. Things like this.
Yes, the
Stubster,
precision machine in a sense. You and your Stubster.
Yeah, but the turning, because it comes off the machine turned beautiful, doesn't need a lot of work for us to work it in and fiddle around with it.
Yeah.
But 3-inch wonder.
That's what they call it.
Yeah. Mastic guns, they suck. Using those all the time, aren't they?
Using those all the weekend, and I'm with you on that.
Yeah. Got fairly strong hands from climbing for many years, and those damn things, there's so much stress on your thumbs. Yeah. If you've got any moderate arthritis, I'm sure they're just off limits. It's a tool you just You just can't put mastic on anything anymore. You just got to throw your house away.
Start off with a beautiful line, and then all of a sudden, like,
Yeah, it's just game over.
all right, mastic gun.
Yeah,
Next up,
they suck.
they suck.
Redo well then. They're too big for us to do, really. They're going to be outside of our form factor.
MetMo mini mastic.
MetMo mini mastic.
There we go.
Do the mastic
Heard it here
tubes
first.
as well.
Yeah.
Could be something.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll be back very soon.
And don't forget, Snums there.